Casa de Peregrinos mission is very important here in Doña Ana County because we sit right along the border with Mexico, with some other counties, not only in our state but in our country, and that adds to the poverty level in our country and especially in our county. We need to be able to reach those people somehow or another with food, whether it's here in Las Cruces or in the rural communities of our county.
A mí me ha beneficiado porque le dan a uno buen mandado aquí. No todo lo que uno necesita, porque sería imposible que le den a uno todo lo que uno quiere, ¿verdad? Pero sí me ayuda bastante lo que me dan.
A mí me gustaría que nos ayudaran un poquito más, pero así como está, les agradezco mucho.
Me ayuda bastante, porque no siempre tenemos trabajo y la despensa que nos dan mensualmente nos es de mucho provecho si la necesitamos.
Helped me tremendously because I have a bad I'm on disability. I get $60 of stamps, so I live on so it's a great benefit, come here and do it.
There has been a lot of change since I've been here for the last 3.5 years, there's been a lot of change. The first thing that we did when I got here was outreach into the rural communities. So that's been the biggest change. We wanted to get out to people that didn't have access to transportation to get all the way to Las Cruces to pick up food. And that's been the biggest change that we've seen so far. It's increased our numbers. We went from 2010, where we were serving about 10,000 distributions each year. In 2011, it went up to about 14,000, and then in 2012, jumped up to well over 25,000. This past year, in 2013, it was it was close to about 27,000 and about 1.5 million pounds of food that went out our door. That's an impressive number, but it's also an eye-opener and telling us that there's a lot of need in our communities here in Doña Ana County.
Simplemente me pidieron el nombre de los que vivimos en mi casa, un recibo de agua, luz o gas y mi ID.
Igualmente.
Hay muchas tiendas que donan el mandado aquí y sí me gustaría que fuera un poquito más porque pues somos bastantes en la familia y es todo el mes, tenemos que esperar todo el mes para que nos den lo que nos dan, solo que lo que nos dan ahora nos dura mañana o pasado y hay que esperar otro mes para poder venir.
Fácil, no son muchos requisitos, solo la ID, el domicilio y pues manifestarse sus ingresos, pero es sencillo. Sí, depende de los integrantes, sí varía. Y en periodo de vacaciones, ahí la despensa es cada 15 días, ahí sí está muy bien.
There are several ways that people can get involved in what we do. Obviously, we love our donors and we really appreciate them, whether it's a donor that brings us food on a regular basis or holds a food drive, or it's a donor that helps us with monetary donations, either once a year, monthly, even every few months sends us a donation. That's one way to definitely get involved, but I also like the idea of volunteerism, coming out and helping out with what we do, becoming a part of our mission that way. We always need volunteers, whether it's here in Las Cruces or in the rural communities. We're always in need of volunteers. There's a lot of different capacities that volunteers can help us with. And obviously the most important one is advocacy. If they could just let people know that we're here, and it'll get more people involved in our mission that way. And they're our direct link to the community. So we appreciate volunteerism more than anything else. You know, there is a misconception about what kind of donations to help with when it comes to food donations. Historically, non-perishable items have been the items that people bring in, like canned goods, dry goods. But we also can take perishable goods like produce and meat. So long that we inspect it first and we know that it came directly from a store, we can refrigerate it, process it, make sure that it's good to give to another family. We can take perishable items, and we love for people to donate produce if they can. We love for them to bring us bags of potatoes, bags of onions, bags of apples and oranges, because those are items that are a little expensive at stores for some of the families that we serve to purchase themselves.
I guess media-wise, you just ask for donations for people that, you know, that are going hungry, really. Because, you know, people are around the world asking for money and stuff when it's happening in your own community, you know. So it helps a lot, it really does.
The summertime is one of our busier times because we have a lot of families that need our help because their kids aren't in school, so they don't have the luxury of having those free meals at school, so they need more food. We do have a children's summer food program where we allow the families to come twice a month instead of once a month, once to pick up their commodities and another time to pick up donated and purchased food from us to try to help them through the summer. Also, the holidays are always busy for us. We get more people coming in. There's a bigger need for whatever reason. That just typically seems to be one of our busiest times of the year. Even on donations, we get more food donated, more money donated, as well as a lot of more people coming in for our services. The only place to really drop off donations would be here at our flagship pantry in Las Cruces in the Community of Hope. Or you can also make arrangements with us, and we'd be glad to pick them up. If you're having a food drive for Casa de Peregrinos and you're in Anthony, we'd be glad to make arrangements to pick them up and help you with that kind of food drive, that kind of event. But typically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday would be the days to drop off here in Las Cruces.
Y agradecerle a las tiendas que están proporcionando la comida para este lugar y a todos los que están aquí de voluntarios dándonos y acomodándonos las bolsas para que nos las llevemos a nuestras casas. Pues muy agradecidas con todas esas personas, que Dios las bendiga y pues que sigan adelante, que a un día pueden ser ellos los que estén en nuestro lugar.